Welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your guy here in Concept Interiors Studio. Welcome back to this channel. Thank you very much for coming back to watch our videos. We are back. We'll be bringing you videos of our projects, how we are progressing on. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for coming back to our channel. Today I'm here at our new site. So here it's a new site we want to begin. So guys, we ask you to watch this video and see how we are going to progress, how we are going to transform the house into a beautiful home. So today we are here, we just came in. We want to start with the floor tiling, and this is how the compound looks, guys. It's down deep in the village. It's deep in the village, guys. The compound is very smart. So many trees here, as you can see. So I just want to show you how the house looks like from outside. Then we will go inside and show you. We want to start laying tiles. So today we'll be showing you how to lay the tiles, how to take the measurements, the size of tile to use, whatever type of size you have for the tiles. We'll show you how to lay it. So please watch this video to the end. This is your guy, Mr. Ebola from In Concept Interiors, guys. Please continue watching my videos to the end. And those who are new here on this channel, please remember this channel is an educative channel. We're showing people how to do stuff for interior finishes. We are going to show you, even if you have a small space in your house you want to tile, we'll show you how to do it. You don't need to get an expert, you can do it on yourself. So we are going to teach you how to do that. Today we are going to lay the tiles for this house. So I'll be showing you the house from outside. It's down deep in the village, down, very deep, very interior. But you have a very beautiful building here, very beautiful house. We are in Kitui County. We are in Kitui County, guys. Kitui County is the eastern part of Kenya. I think it's eastern part of Kenya. So please watch this video to the end. We are going to show you. And don't forget to follow this video, follow this journey as we begin until we finish, so that you can see the whole transformation. Thank you, guys, and continue watching. So guys, this is the compound. This is our compound. You can see how it is very beautiful. There's so many green trees. It's very green, guys. This is eastern part of Kenya. Normally it's very dry, very dry, this place, but because it's been raining, so you can see it's very green. Everything is green. You can hear the birds. Yeah, that's the sound of the birds, guys. Natural. It's so many birds. Nice feeling. So this is how our house looks like. It's a very big house back in the village. Very nice building. So I just want to give you a tour, a compound tour of this house, how it looks. This is the front side. This is how it looks, guys. This is how it looks. So we are here, we'll be doing some interior finishing for the house. We start the finishes. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to start with the tiling. So we need to tile all these areas. So this is the front entrance. So we'll be tiling this part. We're going to tile all this area. So I'm just showing you this as a before video. So please come back and watch this video and see once we finish the tiling how it will look like. So at the same time, they're doing the sewer. The sewer system is being done, as you can see. So these are the manholes. This is where the manhole will be. We're also creating some manhole here. This is how it will be. These are the sewer. The plumbings are going on. So this is how our beautiful bungalow looks like. It's a very, very, very massive house, guys. So I'll show you a compound tour. Just come with me. I told you this is the main entrance. This is the front porch. Then we have a front veranda here that will also need some tiling. So this is our before video. So guys, as I told you, continue watching this video. We will show you before and after. So we'll also be tiling this area. This is just a front porch where you can sit, relax, enjoy the breeze. This is how it looks like. The doors is closed. We'll open them later. This is our servant quarter. It's closed. We also have some TNG. We call it TNG wooden ceiling. That is a tongue and groove. TNG means tongue and groove. So we have a tongue and groove ceiling that will be polished and sanded and polished later. So those are some of the works that we'll be doing. So I'm just showing you, taking you through our compound tour. Hindi unapatia kuku ama una. This is the main living room. So we'll be using adhesive. This is the adhesive that we are using for the tiles. So this is the living room. This is the living room. This is how it looks like. We have a fireplace over there. And then we have the dining room here. The dining room is here. That's how it looks. This is our tiles. Then we have, this is the front entrance. This is the front entrance. This is the part I showed you first when I started the video. So this is how it looks from the house. This is the front porch. Then from there you come directly here. We have this is the cloak room, the visitor's toilet. The visitor's toilet, which is the cloak room. This is how it looks. And then from there, we will go this way. We have a corridor here. So this is our kitchen. So guys, we will also be building this kitchen. This is a village house, so we'll be doing a kitchen here, but not very expensive kitchen, just a small, nice, smart kitchen for the village. So please watch this video and the videos to come so that you can see how we are going to finally complete this project. So we have a pantry here for the kitchen. This is the pantry or the kitchen store. And then these are the covers for the manhole, for the sewer line. This is how they look like. For the sewer line. And then if we come to the corridor, we have the master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. This is the master bedroom over here. This is how it looks like. So we're also going to do the wardrobes on that wall. We'll build the wardrobes on that wall from there to there. So as you continue watching this project, please watch to the end, because we are going to show you how we are going to build the wardrobe. Now this is the master bathroom. This is the master bathroom. So we'll be tiling this also. So guys, continue watching this video. I'm just showing you this. This is a before video. You could call it before, then we'll be having an after. So over here we have our solar system. This is the backup batteries for the solar system. The backup batteries for the solar system. Best solution lithium batteries. This is one of the best systems for the solar. I'll show you the solar panels down the rooftop. So that's our solar backup. Then over here we are going to do a door just over here to cover the solar batteries. And then we have our bedroom. We have our bedroom here, bedroom 1. Then we will have our wardrobes over there. Then we have our bathroom over here for this bedroom. That's the shower. Then the toilet will be there. Then the sink will be here. So this is how it looks like. So I'll show you. We have another bedroom here, bedroom 2. So this is how it looks like. It's a very big bedroom. Our wardrobes will be going there. That's where our wardrobes will go. And then this is how it looks like. Then we're going to have, this is our bathroom. Our bathrooms will be there. Shower, a wash basin, and a toilet over there. So guys, continue watching this video. We are going to show you each and everything as we do. As we told you, this house we want to do the tiling. After the tiling, we are going to fit the bathroom tiles. Then we will fit the wardrobes. Then after fitting the wardrobes, we'll do the final touch up for the paint work. We'll also fit the doors on the doors. We'll also be fitting the doors. And once we fit the doors, then we'll be doing the kitchen. So continue following this project. As we continue with it, we want to do the complete overhaul for this house until we deliver to our client. So after this, continue watching the video. I'm going to show you how we are going to start setting up the tiles. So when you're doing the tiling, there's a way that you set. So guys, we are here and we are discussing on how we can start setting up the tiles, because when you are doing tiling, there's something that you have to consider, which is the visual appearance of the tile arrangement on the floor when you walk into the house. So we have 2 points here. You can walk into the house through this point. You can walk into the house through that point. And then at the same time, we have a linear corridor that is running all the way from that end to that end. So these are the most important things to consider when you want to do the tile layout, so that once you lay out the tiles, you don't have just the first impression when you get into the house. You see a neatly laid and clean tile. So that's what we want to do now. We are going to show you how we are going to lay it. First of all, we need to take the measurements and then look at the size of our tile. Once we see the size of our tile, then we are going to arrange it. We arrange it on the floor. Once we do that, then we are going to get our angle. Then from there, that's when we can start laying the tiles, because there's always a place where you have to start laying the tiles. So in this case, we'll be doing our tiles, and while we lay our tiles, we'll be using spacers. We'll be using spacers, 2mm spacers. These are 2mm spacers. We use spacers so that we can have sometimes when you buy the tiles, they normally have an error of 1 or maybe 0.5 millimeter in error in the tiles. Sometimes they are not very perfect. So if you buy tiles that are not very high-end, especially if you buy tiles, the tiles we are using right now they're made in Kenya. Guys, if you didn't know, in Kenya we have tiles made in Kenya. So these are the spacers that we're going to use. These spacers, let me just show you. You cut it, just need to break it into one piece. This is a 2 millimeter spacer that we are going to use. So we normally use the spacers just in case the tile is not square enough or it is losing 1 millimeter on the edge or the other. So it will not give us a perfect zero joint. So we need to use a spacer. Unless we are using a tile from Spain or Italy or Europe, those kind of tiles we are 100% sure that the measurements are correct. So if you are not very sure of the measurements, so we recommend that you use the spacers. Otherwise, if you do zero joint on especially tiles not from Italy or Europe or China, sometimes you get problems when it comes to aligning. So that's why we use spacers. That is the main reason why you should use spacers, so that you can have a margin error of 0.1 or 1 millimeter or so in the tile laying. So guys, continue watching this video. We are going to show you now how we are going to start arrangement of our tiles. So guys, we are here. We've just begun our tile laying. So as I told you before, when you're laying tiles, first you need to get the measurements from the floor before you start laying, so that you can get the way the tiles will run, because we have an entrance there, then we have another entrance there. So at least this is a one-way visual. When you come in, you're looking at these tiles from this end to the other end. So we need to make sure that when we set our tiles, the focal point for the tile is this area, from the living room to the other main entrance over there. And then we have another focal point which is on the corridor, which is supposed to be straight and linear. So first we have to lay the tiles on the floor, take the measurements, get the square, and then from there, that's when we can start laying our tiles. So this is where we begin our laying of tiles. And now once we get this correct, then the rest will just fall in place following this pattern. So first what you need to do is you need to get the common areas first, the focal point where your eye catches. When you walk into the room, where does your eye catch? This is a linear corridor. When you're standing here, this tile is running all the way to the end. And this is you're always in motion. When you're on the corridor, you're always moving. You're moving from this end to the far end. So the tile should be straight, laid, and completely. So that line will go straight all the way. And when I'm standing here, when I get in through the back door, this is the back door, and I'm moving in towards the other end, this is also a movement point, a focal point. So we need to get this correct, so that we have our line going all the way to the end. So we have to set this line over here and the corridor. Then once we get that correct, then we can start laying our tiles. At least there's always a beginning point. We just don't begin from anywhere. So this will guide us through the whole house. So what will happen is, once we do our tiles like this, when we get here, we are going to follow this line. We follow this line all the way like that. And then this tile also, when we come here, we'll follow the line all the way into the room. So this is our beginning point. So this is what we need to set, and then the rest will follow from this one. So that's how you do our tile setting when you begin setting the tiles. So guys, what we are going to do, we are going to use a we'll use a rope to get the square, because we need to get 90. We need to get 90 degrees. We need to get a 90-degree angle over here. So we are going to use our linear rope that will guide us through.
Mwambie afute kwanza. Futa kamba. Hapo.
Nafaa uchukue the unachukua na hiyo.
Hebu weka kwa mwambie weka hiyo zenda hiyo. Uone hiyo yake hiyo. Hiyo. Tena kidogo.
So guys, we are setting. We are using this rope. It's going all the way to the end. Then we are going to secure it on the floor. Once we do that, we are going to get a 90-degree angle where the tile is meeting.
Gongo na nataka kwanza ufunge yako.
Wewe gongo ufunge kazi.
Yangu iko loose. Futa. Sawa. Ngoja kidogo. Achilia kidogo. Bang.
So guys, once we secure our rope like that, once we secure our rope like that, this is our line. As you can see, it is going through.
Hapo ni sawa. Funga.
That's our line. That's our line. All the way to the end. So this is our main point here. We need to get an angle of 90 degrees. So once you do that, you're sure that you have a straight line, sure of a straight line of the tiles. You're sure that you have a straight line. So guys, what we are doing here, we are trying to get a 90-degree angle where, just to be sure that our tile will be aligned on a straight line. So we have this second line that we have put here. You can see it. It's going all the way to the end. That's the second line. And then this is the 90-degree angle with a 90-degree angle. So as I told you guys, before you lay the tiles, you're supposed to put them on the floor. The adhesive, you just align them on the floor. Once you align it on the floor, you get to the angle of the 90 degrees. Then determine the focal point where the joints will be. Then from there, that's where you start laying your tiles. So once we start laying our tiles, we'll be guided by these two lines. This one will be running all the way like that across the house, and this one will be running along the house. So this is the one that is going to give us the line for the whole area. So we are doing this because we are doing the same tile for the floor for each and every space. So this, you only do this when you're doing the tile for the floor for the whole space of the entire house. So like here, when we get here, this line will get into the kitchen straight all the way to that end. And then it will also come back into the dining like that. So why we are doing this is because where we have started, that is where where the focal point is. That's where the eye catches. That's where when you get into the house, that's what you first see. So it has to be very well aligned. So that's why we are doing this, because we're going to use the tiles in each and every space in the bedroom. So when we get here, we're just going to get from here, move into the bedroom with the same system. But if you're doing different tiles for each room, then you need to work with each space as an individual. So guys, we are still calculating just to determine, for example, if we cut the tile on the other end, what size of a piece are we remaining with?
300 plus 80 360 360 yani 360 is 180 katoka ndio 180 ndio ndio 180 na ndio kwa 180 tukani kija karibu ndio nikaenda sasa hiyo mwenyewe si sitaingia ipo hiyo sitakuwa hiyo paka paka ndio tunataka si pale ikiingia half automatically huku itaingia. Ukiseti unataka ku balance na hapa ndio setting. Itakuwa kuna shida.
Unataka ukate huko na ukate huko.
Atiingie iko size moja.
Huko na huko.
Ama tugaida hii size ikiwa hivyo tu.
Ebu jaza hii huku. Rudisha huku hiyo. Isukume. Weka hiyo tile hapo, mwisho hapo. Hiyo weka kwa floor hiyo chini hapo.
Weka 300.
Weka tu hapo.
Ndio tunabakisha pale tu. Hii inakuja 380. Ndio tulikuwa tunafanya mahesabu yake, lakini itakataa mbali. Itakataa juu ya setting yetu hapa. Interlocking yetu itakuwa, lakini nitasema.
Unaona interlocking pale ikiingia hiyo piece ya 300. Hiyo ukuta. Si tunaenda na hiyo ukuta. Hiyo piece bora hiyo piece ingie ipo. Bora iende
hata si shita hiyo sisi tunataka. Unaona hii piece yetu ya pande ikuwe the same na
haiwezekani.
Sikatakuwa kadogo sana.
Si hata dogo tini wanite. Sasa unaona sasa ikiwa hivi. Sukuma hiyo ya viazi
kuanzia kwanza. Ukirudisha hapa inamaanisha interlocking yako itakuwa kwa hii line itakuwa ya 180.
Unajua shida ni nini? Shida ni nini?
Siko hivyo. Interlocking yetu ni 300. Sasa mtolee hiyo 300 ione pale litafika. Mwekee kwanza hiyo. 300 yetu sasa itakuwa. Hiyo piece itakatiwa.
Na huko?
Hapa, panga sasa uone kale kabisa katabaki huko. Itabaki ya 8 ya 87 ya 700. Moja. Sasa piece yenye nambari.
Hebu jaribu kubalance hiyo space na hii. Wacha kutoa hiyo. Angalia. Wachana na hii baki tu hapa.
Hata tutaweka ina shida. Sasa
nasema ubalance ile pale na hapa itoshane tuone.
Si ndio nilikuwa nasema?
Because huwezi weka pale kubwa na pale kadogo. Hii ni main entrance.
Tupima hapo. Tupime pale.
Okay, hii 300 umetoa wapi?
Hiyo 300 ni interlocking yetu.
Yeah.
Sasa yenye inafaa kuingia center.
Interlocking aje? Hizi tile tunaweka aje kwanza?
Hivyo. Hivi sasa.
Oh, brick. Tunaweka brick. Oh, okay. Atuweki straight hivi.
Tukiweka straight itakuwa sasa tutafanya kazi gani? Tuko mbali.
Okay guys, we are still deliberating on how to fix this. So what tufanye hivi?
Ile maza
jaribu kubalance hii space.
Tuone hiyo ndio mahesabu tulikuwa tunajaribu.
Balance kwa sababu hii ni main entrance
ndio.
Ile na ile ikuwe same. Ikishatoka hapo ikiingia huko utaona hiyo nini. Ni mpaka pale tu.
Kama nipo. Kupima hapa.
Pale, center, funge kamba.
Tufute center. But pia lazima uhakikishe hapa na pale inatoshana.
Hata hiyo issue mnaleta ni mingi.
Unaona hata hii kamba yenye mafungo.
Penye iko hiyo kamba penye iko.
Hii kamba
hii kabisa ya 300. Kiongeza hii.
Unaona hii kamba?
300 plus hii
itakuwa hii ni tumepima tumekuja sasa. Ukiona hii na hii.
Ngoja nasema aje, fanya tu saa hii. Pima tu nini? Yote. Pima hii space, wacha nikuonyeshe. Pima hapa. Divide by 2. Hiyo. Gawa mara 2 hiyo.
Kwa 380 na ina space.
Haina space, sasa ni 360.
Songesha hii tile pale inafaa kukua hii. Songeshe huko. Pale center ya hii. Nataka hii tile ikuwe center ya hapa.
Weka ni 370 divide by 2. Hata weka 360 by 2.
Hata bila space ni sawa tu. Space ikiingia itaingia.
Weka 180.
So guys, we are still trying to balance the space. Because this is the main entrance, we need to have the same size, the cutout that we'll have over there to be the same as on the other side. So that's what we are still trying to balance. Sasa angalia. Sasa kitufanya hii ndio tile unaanza nayo. Hii. Unaanzia hapa ukienda huko. So ukikuja huku, si line tushapata. So kitu muhimu ni hii line hii. Make sure unaanzia hapa.
Interlocking yetu ingia.
Ikienda huko.
So tumaanisha hiyo kamba yetu tufunge nini?
Kamba iko sawa.
Kamba iko hapo. Fungia kamba hapo utafuata nini yako hapo.
Kamba iko sawa.
Shida ni moja. Nataka tumeelewana kidogo. Sasa bricks zetu ikiwe si 300 ni 1.
Pana brick itakuwa 300 mali tile iko full inaingia 300.
Hii setting ikifanyika hivyo, hizi tumeni 300
tumegawanya hiyo 300.
Lakini ni hapa tu peke yake. Hapo tu. Tukifika huku tunabadilisha.
Tunaenda na 300.
Tukifika huku si ni 300. Hii ni 20. Ukifika hapa tile yako itakuja hapa, si ndio?
Kata ganja ya 300.
Itakuja hapa. Ukifika hapa hii tile itakuja hapa. So inachukua hiyo. So guys, finally we have found our square. That's our 90-degree angle. As you can see, there's a joint over there. So that's 9. So this will go all the way into the living room. Then this is to the main door. Then now our pattern is a brick. It's a brick design, so it's going halfway into each and every tile. So remember, when you start laying the tiles, we are going to use a spacer, 2mm spacers, because we are not sure of zero joint. So we have to use the spacers. So this is how our pattern will be. Now the pattern will run all the way. When we come to this place, then we'll go with that line. Then from there, on the other side, that's how it will go. And then all the way moving into the living room. That's how it will go. So we will start laying our tiles at this point. At least now we've gotten our center point. So this is our center point. This is where we begin laying our tiles. So please continue following the video. We are going to show you once we begin and how the tiles will be looking like. So we just started laying our tiles, and if you realize, we had to change our pattern, because initially we wanted to do the brick design, but we have changed our pattern and we are just laying them the square pattern, the rectangular pattern, each tile following each other. And the reason to this is because we just took the measurements for the tiles and we realized that there was a small problem, that we could not achieve the brick design. So maybe I will just illustrate for you a small demonstration here as to why we decided to change our pattern. So that's our tile on the floor, and we just realized that our tile has a bend. The tile is not straight, so the tile on the floor, this tile here on the floor, has a bend at the center, protruding on the upward. So I just want to show you that. If you see, there's a gap over here, and the tile can fit. You see, there's a gap over there, and also there's a gap on this side. So this gap means that our tile has a bend over here. So the tile is not straight, so that means that there's a bend. The tile has a sloping like this. So when we do that, when we interlock the tile like that, we are having a problem here, whereby it's creating a step over here. So if you can see, when we do this, there's a step here. Step here. So this is why we had to change our design to full overlay, so that we can balance this with this, because this tile at the center, it has a bend coming upward. It is down here, and it has a protrusion of around 1 or 2 millimeters at the center. So that's why I was telling you, when you're laying the tiles, first of all, you need to know the source of your tiles. If your tile is not very high quality, like maybe from Spain, or that is a Spain, Italy, or Europe, those are perfect 100%. But you need to check your tiles before you start laying them, because sometimes they have some minimum default, like what you've just discovered now. So this could not allow us to do the brick pattern. This tile is made in Kenya, guys. So Kenyans, we need to pull up our socks. It's Mikaso, made in Kenya. So the tile is okay. It is good, but only that if you lay it the way we are laying it now, you get a perfect finish. But if you try to change the design and put it the brick way, then there's a problem, because you're going to get a step at the center. So that's why we had to change our design and how to do it the way we are doing it now. So initially we had designed our pattern to be a brick design, but now we have changed. So we are doing this design over here. So we are just laying them parallel to each other. We're not doing the brick design as we had anticipated because of the small defect that we just realized after we started. So guys, this is how our tile is coming up. Continue watching the video. We're going to show you the finished product, how it looks like. Remember, we are using a 2mm spacers. This is the work of the spacer, as you can see. This is the spacer. So it is supposed to be here, 2mm. We're putting them 2mm at each and every joint. You can see it's a 2mm spacer. Just to make sure that the gapping is equal. We're using 2mm. So continue watching this video, guys. As we continue laying these tiles, we're going to show you how to lay them to the end. So guys, we are progressing on very well. As you can see, we have already laid our tiles along the corridor. We have already laid the tile to the main entrance, to the end. And we have already also laid the tile all the way to the other corridor. So right now we are getting into the living room. So as I was telling you before, you need to get a center or a focal point where to start laying the tiles, so that when you finish laying the tiles, it will give you a uniform and a very attractive look. As you can see, our line is running all the way from here, parallel all the way to the entrance. And it will also run all the way to the other entrance. Then our corridor is also matching the same. So if you don't do that, sometimes you'll find that you break the tiles where they join into the corridor, or the tile will come and meet at a place where there is no a good joint. So always when you're doing tile, please make sure you use professional tilers. Professional tilers, they are trained and they know how to do the markings, to take the layout, the floor layout, and lay the tiles. Some people just get a tiler and tell them, okay, I have these tiles, please come and lay them off. And then when you finish laying the tiles, you find maybe at the joint and the junctions where you're going into the rooms, there's a bit of a problem. So please make sure you use a professional tiler, and also make sure you use a qualified interior designer so that they can help in designing your tile and also choosing the tiles. As I told you before, we are using, our tiles are locally manufactured. They're manufactured here in Kenya. They're good quality, but because we are still behind in technology, that's why you find that this particular tile we are using has a slight bend. It's only a difference of 1 millimeter that will bring a big change in the laying of the tiles. It's maybe 1 or 2 millimeter. As I told you before, that's why we didn't use the brick pattern to do the tile. So we were forced to use this one because our tile has a deformation of close to 1 or 1.5 millimeter in the manufacturing process. So, and the funny thing is that this tile, it is not one piece that is bent, but they are all like that. They are all bent like that. So that's why it is giving us an easy time to use the pattern that we are using now. As you can see, I demonstrated on the other tile. The other time, I want you to see at the joint. So you see, when you come to the end here, there's a gap. That 1 millimeter gap will give you a very big difference when you're laying the tiles in the design that you wanted to use, which is a brick tile. But because all the tiles are like that, we decided to put them parallel so that the joint will come perfect to each other. So whenever you're laying tiles, please make sure you use professional. They will pre-check the tiles. They will pre-check the measurements for the tiles. Sometimes when you're laying tiles, very, very, very low quality tiles, sometimes you find that the measurements are not the same. So in our case, if we take the measurement for this tile, we'll find that it's 300 here. And also on the other side, it's 300. And also here, this is 600. That is 60 centimeter. We call it 600 because we use millimeters, so that is 600 millimeters or 60 centimeters. So this tile is perfect. This tile is perfect. It can easily give you a very good zero joint, but we didn't want to risk because zero joint needs a lot of keenness, and if you lose only 1 millimeter, the tile will not go well. So, and apart from the bend that we have right now, I think the tile is perfect. It's okay. There are some cases whereby you buy tiles and you take the measurements like that, and you'll find that there's a difference of 2 or 1.5 millimeter, mostly 2, at least 2, 1.5 or 1 millimeter in difference in each tile. So such tiles will give you a problem, especially when you're laying them, because you cannot get a zero joint on them. So for such tiles, we advise that you use a spacer of more than 3 millimeters, maybe 4 or 3 millimeters. But in our case, we are using a spacer for 2 millimeters because our tile is perfect. And also the spacer helps in expansion joints. Another thing why we have decided to use a spacer is that because the area, this region where we are laying the tiles, this region of the country is called Kitui County. It's very, very, very hot during the year, very hot, especially in the months of April, May, June, and July. It's very, very extremely hot. There's a lot of sunshine. So in that case, we experience a lot of expansion in everything, even in the structure, the tiling, and everything that you do. Because heat, anybody who has done construction, you understand that anything that's exposed to heat tends to expand during the day and tends to contract during the night when it's very cold. So we decide to use spacers because the region where we are laying the tiles is a very hot area, so there's a lot of expansion and construction. So we are giving it a 2 millimeter gap so that to give it that breathing space for the expansion and contraction. So it's not also advisable to do a zero joint in this region because of the temperatures. So also the temperatures will determine when you're doing your tiling. So there are so many things that goes around with when in construction. So every time you do a construction, please make sure you get professionals to advise you, because those are some of the things the clients will overlook. They just say, so we're just laying tiles, so there's no big problem. But you could lay the tiles like that, and then you start experiencing some tiles will start coming off the ground, because when it expands and there's no expansion joint, and then contracts, it tends to crack and tends to bulge up. So we really advise when you're doing anything concerning the finishes for the house, especially for the interiors and all the finishes, for you to get a good finish, please get an experienced interior designer to guide you and take you through the process. So our tiling process is going on very well here. As I said, our channel is very educative. We'll teach you people how to do stuff. Today we are teaching you how to do the tiling and just how to go about it. Today we have taught you how to take the measurements, where to start. So continue watching our videos, guys. We are going to show you many other things concerning interior design, and also we are going to teach you a lot of stuff depending on how to go about when you're doing your interior, when you're doing your house remodeling, and many other things. So as you can see, we are just doing the final touches here so that we can join the two spaces. We have another one over here. So in everything you do about the finishes for the house, if you want to get a good finish, please get a professional. Don't just get somebody who does not understand. Get a professional, first of all, a consultant to guide you through, even to help you choose the kind of tiles that you need to choose. And then from there, it will also save you a lot of money, because you can imagine if you came, this place is too hot, then someone came and did a zero joint for the tiles for you on the floor. Then after 1 year, the tiles are all coming up because of the heat, construction and expansion. That will be an extra cost for you. So we say that in Concept Interior Studio, we are here to help you and also help you work on a budget, and also help you not to spend more money, so that when you do your stuff, you do it once and for all and finish, without doing a lot of repeats and without doing a lot of buying stuff that is not good quality. So guys, please continue watching our videos in Concept Interiors. Please remember to give the video a like, and also remember to share the video. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Continue watching this video to the end. We're going to give you part 2 of this video, just to show you what we have, what we will be doing. So as we end this video here, guys, please make sure you watch tomorrow's the next video. We'll be showing you the progress. So thank you very much for watching.